Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Around the Pound. And as you can tell by my fancy little nameplate down here, I am the host, and I am Marcus Shadow, here to show you the light. Joining me tonight, we've got the usual cast of characters and one guest. We have Chris, a.k.a. The Mole.
And hello.
We have Mr. James Phoenix.
Hello.
And our special guest tonight joining us... that lag or something? Anyway.
Yeah, there's some minor
joining
lag
us.
call.
Fair enough. But also joining us, special guest coming from the gaming side of the Xpound, we have Anastasia Laserbeam.
Oh, hello.
There we go. So, this week we are continuing our three-part holiday miniseries, and we will be discussing holiday music. The annoying music, the good music, the music that always shows up this time of year whether we want it to or not. But it's mostly good music, but even good stuff, good music, when played over and over and over and over again, can get kind of sickening.
Fucking Frosty the Snowman. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, Frosty
Okay,
the Snowman. That's one.
Fucking hate Frosty.
Santa Claus
like
is
Frosty,
coming to town.
Sears made me hate Frosty, so that's why I hate it now. I used to like Frosty.
What made you hate Frosty?
Sears.
Oh.
Yep, and I honestly think Christmas music is really important at this time of year. Obviously, not just because it's Christmas before anyone says that, but I just mean, like, Christmas music can, arguably change a lot of stuff. Like, look at Band-Aid with War Is Over. Raised shitloads of money before, outsold all the records and stuff like that, and raised shitloads for charity, and that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Indeed.
You know, I still can't decide whether or not having radio stations play nothing but Christmas music for like almost 2 months, I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well,
I don't know if it's good or bad, you're still listening to a radio.
Oh, snap. Get yourself some Pandora right away.
I'm kidding. I sometimes listen to the radio.
Well, yeah. The difference is that we own cars, so that's why we listen to radios.
I'm normally in a car when I listen to it.
Fair
I
enough.
turn on Pandora and throw it on my seat, and there you go.
Well, you be scheming for you and your fancy-ass Pandora. I have a car from
free.
2003. I have a car from 2003. I don't have hookups for iPods and shit.
I don't have any hookups. It's on speakerphone, and I throw it on my car seat.
Yeah, but that sounds like shit audio then, unless you got a
No,
good
it's
speaker.
really good. I have a really good speaker on my phone. That's why I got.
You wonder why your phone is dead all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I used it online and used Pandora.
But when it's Christmas time, you know it's Christmas time or Christmas season because Christmas music is playing all over the place. Like I think it's gotten to the point now, where Christmas music is good and it's necessary for the season, but it's gotten to the point now that it's oversaturated. A lot like, well, as we spoke last week, Christmas ads. It's gotten to the point where some Christmas music is almost like that the 60s Batman theme in Lego Batman 3. It's gotten to the point where it's just like, okay, I get it, it's Christmas, enough. I don't know if anyone else feels that way.
Well, like, I haven't heard once this year, like, We Three Kings, or, Joyful Joyful, or, Triumph on High, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard any of those, but I've heard all these stupid, like, celebrity pop songs where they remake the other one and, like, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping, I don't know, I have this, like, karaoke thing with, like, 100 Disney songs or whatever, and only, like, the most hippiest, trendiest, like, easily manipulated pop ones can be I hear all the time. So it'd be nice if they varied it up a bit.
And I will stop you there and just say, for more information on Disney music, I do believe James Phoenix reviewed a load of Disney CDs for Summer at Disney, available now on the Xpound. Thank you.
That's true. But yeah, they usually try to market the music that will make money, that's easily marketable, sellable, and ones that people know, especially if they're going for the younger demographic, going with the more modern, more recent artists. They're going to be targeting that younger demographic that knows them. So they're going, if they're going to do Christmas songs, they're going to want them to do Christmas or holiday songs that younger demographic would know. And no offense to kids out there that are younger than us, but kids these days, I don't think would necessarily know a lot of the classics, like We Three Kings of Orient are and stuff like that, because they're not exposed to it.
I like to note here that the Xpound does not condone the comments of Old Man Marcus Shadow.
Also, like, a lot of them aren't, like, vocally stimulating, Like, they don't have a very big range. They're very safe songs.
See, like I said before now, and I went into this when we were talking with Simon, I've mentioned in the past, my favourite Christmas songs, like I mentioned, are kind of the more cynical ones-ish, or some of the ones with more messages in it, which I like that. Like, for example, like I mentioned in the past, I don't know if any of you have heard of the I Believe in Father Christmas by, I believe it was Greg Lake who did it.
I haven't heard it.
No.
You guys need to listen to that song and listen to the words. It's awesome. It's got lines in there like, they said there'll be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth. They sold me a dream of Christmas. They sold me a silent night. And it's basically the whole song, while it does have a slightly happy ending, it's all basically, as he put it as well, it's basically like a war on the commercialism of Christmas. Because he's like, they sold me a silent night. Not I got a silent night. They sold it me, and it's stuff like that. I'm like, that's wonderful. That is true. Because most of these Christmas songs is just okay. But let's break down a Christmas song. Play some bells. Okay, cool. Maybe a whoo sound. Maybe a choir, and they're all cut like copy and paste.
Insert some random chickie of the month there to sing it, like sorta, kinda.
That's why I like it when they got a message. Like Marcus would talk about younger artists or people. No, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned it last week. This song, but how about Christmas Must Be Something More by Taylor Swift?
That's a great song.
Love that song. It's got lyrics in there of stuff like basically, what the fuck was it? It's stuff like, would the song still survive without 5 golden rings? Would you still want to kiss if it wasn't mistletoe? And it just goes on. It's like, shouldn't Christmas be something more? And even though I'm not religious, I like the fact it's something holy, not superficial, is in there and stuff like that. And it's like in the chorus, I'm like, it's a great song. It tells you that you don't need all the fucking commercialism of Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
And you touched upon another thing too, is that a lot of these classic songs, that can't necessarily be marketed for commercialism, also have their roots in religion. And like I said, that oftentimes religion isn't marketable in a capitalistic society. I mean, it's a sad truth, but it's a truth. And
tell that to the Catholic Church. They've been marketing it since, and they're doing pretty well.
not as well as you think.
The Catholic Church protecting paedophiles since the 1800s.
But yeah, it is, at least to me, kind of sad that some of the older songs, the more traditional Christmas songs, just aren't that popular these days, and you don't hear a lot of them. You hear the ones that you would hear every year. You hear the ones that are in fact marketable, like the Jingle Bells and stuff like that.
the more religious songs like We Three Kings and stuff, the reason you still hear them if you go to watch more classical type music, like something I've actually watched over this holiday season, sadly. Well, not sadly, it was actually a really fucking great concert, was Celtic Women, as it's called. It's like an Irish group, and they do all this like classical singing. They sung We Three Kings, and it's awesome. But the reason why you don't hear it as much on the radio is because on the radio they want to play songs people can dance to. You can't really dance to We Three Kings or wait, what's that? Away in a manger. Oh, I'm gonna grab my bitch and go get and drop some slick moves on this. Oh yeah. No, it doesn't work like that. But you can totally dance to something like, you know what I mean? You could just dance to like loads of the other ones, like it's Christmas time. Whoa! It's like okay.
Yeah.
True.
What if I'm in my car and I don't have the capabilities of dancing? So then you could play those.
When you're out your car, you don't have the capability of dancing. What's your point?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh.
I took belly dancing lessons. I can belly dance, at least. I can at least say I can belly dance.
Nobody wants to see that.
Prove it.
That's not true at all. My boyfriend loved it. So he liked it a lot.
So yeah, I know your parents didn't have this conversation with you, Pew, but sometimes guys will pretend to like something or pretend that a woman's stuff is good to sleep with her.
Fuck off.
Pretty much.
It's true.
Kind of.
Kind of. It's definitely true. It's like if you want to fuck a woman that's doing a picture, it doesn't matter if the picture is shit. You'll look at her and go, "Oh my god, you're the next Picasso." Just maybe not less sarcastically.
Wow.
Oh, I see what you did there. The lighting, the tone. Oh, the way you did those oh, yeah. I mean, after you've had sex, you're looking at the picture and you're thinking, you represent me having sex, so I'm still going to smile when I see you, but you're shit, and we know you're shit.
Wow.
And also, the other reason you don't hear a lot of those kind of songs in places like, because the other place you hear Christmas music outside the radio is normally in stores. And the reason you don't hear that at stores is because stores have to be politically correct. They can't play religious songs. So you're going to get the same half a dozen songs over and over again.
Although, technically speaking, since they're celebrating Christmas, all the songs be religious because Christmas is technically a religious holiday?
Technically, they're celebrating the holiday season.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like I've seen people in retail and stuff like that to actually turn around and say to someone, "Oh, happy holidays." Where when I was growing up, they'd say, "Oh, Merry Christmas" or something, and you can almost see them you can almost see them die a little inside when they say, "Oh, happy holidays." It's like it feels faker because they don't want to say holidays. Every part of their body screams Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I
this
understand.
Is very, very true.
Well, I understand it because at the end of the day, if you put yourself in the shoes of, say, a Muslim or a Jewish person or something like that, if you're walking into a store and all they're doing is Christ, 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 Christ in your face, you're going to be offended. And I can understand the political correctness. While we all joke about it, I understand it. And I do actually respect it and say happy holidays. Even though I totally named this video Christmas music, I did in the description put holiday music because I couldn't decide which one everyone wanted to call it. So I was like, okay, I'll do both. Political correctness and incorrect.
That works.
Politically incorrect.
With Bill Maher?
If only. But yeah, so what kind of holiday music do you guys like or do you guys find annoying year in and year out?
So, again, I hate Frosty because I just hear it over and over and over again. I heard it like 9 million times. When I was in Sears, I would literally hear that song like eight times like per hour, and it made me want to like melt down Frosty's family. I wanted to collect all the snowflakes because I'd imagine the snowflakes were his babies, and then I'd take it to Frosty, and then I'd melt him in front of him and tell Frosty I'm melting his babies. But
that's because James was in charge of the music selection, and he just wanted to piss you off.
That could also be true.
He popped in his iPods and was listening to something else.
But I really like Come All Ye Faithful. That was cool. I like Joy to the World. I like Jingle Bell Rock. I like some poppy ones too. I like Coming Home for the Holidays. We listened to the Chipmunks one. That's adorable. Linus and Lucy. Pretty much, I'm of the March of the Wooden Soldiers. I've been listening to a lot of Pandora Christmas, so. But yeah, I just like listening to almost like all Christmas songs at least once, you know, like a whole variety, a whole spread.
Yeah, like I said, I like obviously the ones with the message, but I also enjoy mainly more the slower ones that feel like they've got something there, even if it's not a message. It could be a story or something. Like I know he's not actually in there before anyone says that, but we make the comment of Jim's in New York, as he's mentioned before now. How awesome is Fairy Tale in New York? I'm sorry, that's a fucking amazing song.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh, you've never heard that? You live in... Nah.
I haven't either.
It's awesome where he's like, Christmas Eve in the drunk tank, baby. And he's singing and it's all depressing, but yeah, it makes you feel wonderful at the same time because you see he's in like this drunk tank in prison. He's basically down on his luck, but yeah, he's so hopeful that it makes you root for this guy, and it's just a song. It's wonderful.
Sounds pretty good, actually. What?
Excuse me.
I mean, yeah.
That's because, as you can see what he's wearing on his head, Jim is actually allergic to Christmas, but he decided to suck it up for the purpose of the video.
Humbug.
He's waiting for Kwanzaa bot to show up.
Ha!
Kwanzaa
But no.
Oh, that's funny.
However, I do like some of the more faster, upbeat ones and stuff too. Like, for example, a song of mine which I never really liked, and I know this is kind of funny. It was fun. It was fun, and it could be kind of sexy-ish, or whatever you want to say, or playful. I kind of liked Santa Baby, but I'll admit I fucking loved it when Taylor Swift covered that song. When I heard her voice do it, I was like, okay, this song sounds awesome.
And it worked well with her voice. It did.
Yeah, I like when there's a guy that sings it. I don't know. There's only one guy I know that has done it. I forget his name.
Hi, Simon.
Jim can like wiki it later or whatever. But like, yeah. So I really like the rendition because he manages to do it in that same kind of way.
I'm just gonna say, Pew, whenever someone sings Santa Baby, Jim is always wikiing it. He's wikiing it so bad. He gets such a pop-up for it.
But see, the way he does it comes across seductive without coming across gay. It's really cool. When I say not gay, I don't mean I don't mean like not gay, like anti-gay, but not specifically gay.
What? So he didn't sound happy?
Funny. Actually, according to this, it's been recorded by a number of dudes, but most recently Michael Bublé.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the one that I heard.
Bublé has a great voice.
Bublé.
I love hearing Jim pronounce Bublé. That's awesome.
Bublé.
Yeah, it sounds like you're saying bubble incorrectly.
Jonathan, I say Michael Bublé because that's how Jimmy Fallon said it.
Fair enough.
Unless you're talking about the RuPaul version.
I am not.
I will say Michael Bublé does actually have a great voice, which is weird because I know when I was younger I probably wouldn't have even given him a chance. But yeah, I like stuff like that. Like those types of songs, they're pretty good. Like I love the "Wish I Was a Home for Christmas" when they were singing in the trenches and stuff, and I love that song. That's just a great song. There's loads of great Christmas songs out there.
Oh yeah. Let's if we're talking about Christmas songs, there's going to be an elephant in the room song that's out of the way.
What is it? Cliff Richard fan, and you want to address how awesome Cliff Richard is and how he is the king of the holiday season?
I don't know who that is, so no.
Don't know
the Mr. Grinch song. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Anyway, I was gonna say, what is the consensus of the group here? The Christmas shoes, annoying as hell, or classic Christmas song?
Well, I don't know that one.
I believe the Christmas shoes Pew Pew was a made-for-TV movie.
Okay,
It was a made for TV movie, but the movie was made because of the song.
Yeah, I realized that, but I only know the film. I haven't actually heard the Christmas shoe song played much.
Yeah, it's basically a really depressing song about this little girl whose mother is dying and going to go see Jesus tonight, and she wants to buy her mother these nice new shoes, so she has nice shoes to wear to meet Jesus, and she doesn't have enough money to afford them, and she's asking the storekeeper if there's any way she can get them, and it's really, really fucking sad.
That sounds unpleasant.
It's really sad. That's why people can't decide if it's a classic song or if they all just hate it because it's so goddamn sad. There's always cuts.
I mean, Jesus is not going to give two shits going on about what shoes you're wearing, so, you know.
I would argue something can be classic while being sad at the same time. I mean, hell, some of the best tear-jerking movies are still classics.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
But yeah, I think the best songs are the ones that don't beat you around the head with the religious stuff either. Ones that can get the message across. Although there is one Christmas song with religion in it, heavily in it, that I do love.
What's that one?
A spaceman came traveling on a ship from afar. It's wonderful. It's telling the story of Jesus, only it does it in a weird way where it's like he's in a spaceship and the spaceship hangs in the sky like a star and all this. It's actually kind of wonderful.
Okay then.
It's even more wonderful if you look up on YouTube where someone's put Dragon Ball Z to that and Jesus is Vegeta. And when it does the line of "and he had the face of an angel," it's him smiling with all the gold behind him from the Imagine episode. I'm like, oh, so well done.
Nice.
That sounds well done.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've actually heard the Christmas Shoes song. I don't know if I've actually heard the song itself.
I wanna buy these shoes. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size. I can't remember all the words, but it goes something like that.
Oh, that's cool
Fair
because I like when you don't know the words.
Well, fuck you.
I like when you fall down the stairs, Pew Pew, and hurt all the bones in your body.
Thank you, Mo.
I only fall up the stairs. It's safer that way.
No, Jim, I wasn't defending you. The two aren't mutually exclusive. I'm glad when you don't like the songs either. I just really like Pew Pew in Pain.
I didn't like the song. I just said I didn't know the words.
No, I don't like. I like it when you don't remember the words to the song. And Pew Pew's in Pain. Everything's better if you end it with "and Pew Pew's in Pain."
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Now, here's a question. Does that make it something even better if it ends with "and Pew Pew's in Pain" with Richter Hammer?
Possibly, or Pew Pew's in pain, and then he stabbed her.
Yes! That's even better. Anyway, yeah, I mean, there's always a lot of classic. I'll admit, part of my Christmas Eve when I go to my family's house is I have several musicians in my family. I am not one of them, and we say Christmas carols. So I hear a lot of classic Christmas songs every year, at least on that night. And plus, as you know, Pew Pew has mentioned, I work in retail, so I do hear a lot of the songs in the store as well. But they got a decent variety of songs this year, so not too bad. But yeah, I always like the classics, and you hear them as part of the Christmas specials or in TV commercials and stuff. You know, I don't get tired of them too much. I like Christmas music. One thing I do always love is these days is when you get a Christmas special and they write their own Christmas songs. That is always fun because you get something that's Christmassy, but it's also original, so it's not beating you over the head with a classic, but it's getting in that Christmas feeling across, whether it's intended to be facetious or intended to actually be, you know, genuinely.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that totally works when they write their own music, right? Like South Park, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh. That was wonderful.
He loves you.
Yeah.
Vicariously loves you, even if you're
okay,
a
that's enough.
Jew.
That's enough. That's enough.
Like I said, that was a wonderful song and that was fun. However, years before that as well, with the film I mentioned during the advertising one a little bit of the film that I've watched almost every year until a few years back, because I wasn't trying to, it just happened to always be on, but I still loved it, of The Snowman, where they had Walking in the Air. They had that song, and it was basically, it was written by the person who wrote it before the film came out, years before it, and he just sat on his ass and didn't do anything with it because he was like, I need something to be perfect to go with this song. If I don't find anything perfect, this song will never be released. It's my baby, and he tried for years, and he couldn't find anything. And then they showed him the storyboards of the snowman just holding the kid's hand. And he said to the director, I've got the perfect song here. You won't even need to make the character speak. The words of the song and the movement of the song and stuff will just tell your story for you. And it's so fucking perfect.
Nice.
It was literally, he waited for the perfect moment and it came, and I'm like, that's wonderful.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
That is a great story.
That is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. I like modern specials that write their own songs and you kind of get in the feel of it. One of the ones that jumps into my mind immediately is Olive the Other Reindeer. That's a lot of fun. And they have great songs in that.
Oh, I see. Like that's the Nicktoons one, right?
No, it's not Nicktoons.
No, like there was a movie Nicktoons. Are you referring to that?
A movie Nick?
You
No.
just said no.
No, like there's a movie Olive the Other Reindeer on Nicktoons. Like,
well, maybe they're showing it on Nick. Okay, maybe Nicktoons didn't make it, but maybe they're showing it on the Nicktoons network.
Okay.
It's not a Nickelodeon movie. Maybe they bought the rights to show it on Nicktoons, but it's not a Nickelodeon movie.
Okay.
It was made by Fox.
Yeah.
But
it's like with the stuff like that, like Pew Pew.
Yo.
How far did you get in Community?
I don't know, like third season or something like that.
Did you get to the Christmas episode?
I don't think so.
The stop motion episode?
No.
There's a stop motion episode.
Okay, that was before season 3. That was in season 2. But yeah,
maybe I missed it then.
They did like, because they do different episodes in different fields. They did a stop motion one, like similar to the old Rudolph specials and stuff, like claymation and all that, which was wonderful. And as they're doing it, because one of the characters, Abed, is seeing the world in this view, and that's how it wears. They parody loads of Christmas stuff, yet also do Christmas songs and stuff within there. Like, one of the parody-ish Christmas songs is Abed's building a snowman, and as he's doing it, he's just singing, sad, quick Christmas song. Sad, quick Christmas snowman, as he's building it, and it's so sad, but you're like, no, I'm not going to be sad by this because you're having the word sad in your song. No. Because the tune is so perfect, it's wonderful. And then at the end, after he's sung it, he does the buttons on the snowman. He's like doing the lower button, and then he hears, and the guy's like, "Well, you can talk, Magic Snowman." He's like, "I'm not a snowman. I keep telling you, I'm Chang," which is their little Asian teacher. And it turned out, because how he's seen the world, he just thinks he's a snowman. It's been playing with him like a snowman. Which is wonderful. And he's like, and as Abed leaves, he's like, "Wait, did I say stop?" As he looks down at his button, which is obviously where his crotch is. I'm like, "Oh, that's wonderful."
Mm. Nice. But yeah, it's fun when you get a new special has a new song. Sometimes they can become classics, and sometimes they're just fun to listen to. Things like I mentioned with the Olive the Other Reindeer, that has like 5 new Christmas songs in it, just in and of itself. And Drew Barrymore is the voice of the lead character, and she does a really good job singing a lot of those songs. There's they end it with the song "Merry Christmas After All," which is fun. They've got, and I can't remember what the name of the opening song is, but it's really good too. But the best song from that is definitely the Evil Postman's "I Hate Christmas" song. I love that song because he's voiced by Homer Simpson. and because it was made by Fox. So Homer Simpson voices the evil postman, and he sings this song about how much he hates Christmas because when Christmas comes, he has to carry all the Christmas cards and shit, and he hates doing all that because it's heavy as hell. So he sings this Christmas cards and catalogs and shit, and he sings about how much he hates it all, and he wants Christmas to end and go away. And the plot of the movie is that Blitz had hurt himself in a test run, so Santa can't fly this year. So he's all happy because Santa's not going to fly. It's hilarious and awesome.
That does sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, there's that one. I'm trying to think what other ones have. What other Christmas special? I mean, there's a lot of them. I have somewhere over there. I have a videotape of Elmo Saves Christmas. That's pretty awesome.
Hello.
That's got good songs in it. I don't remember them, but there are good songs in that.
I like
the
song from Love Actually, if you remember that.
I know. I didn't see that movie.
Okay. Basically, Love Actually has a song as a single, and I own this, that almost parodies the Christmas song brilliantly.
Okay.
It's got, what's his name, Bill Knightley or whatever. He's about to do the song, and he's in there, and they're like, okay, what are you going to sing? And it's, if love is all around you. It's that song, Love is All Around You. It's a classic, but from years back. But he goes, yeah, I'm going to sing that. And he goes, okay. But instead of, if you really love me, he goes, what if we changed it to if you really love Christmas? And literally, they just scratch out the lyrics, and then he sings the songs of, like, if you really love Christmas, come on and let it snow. And it's a fucking great song, but all he's done is take one word out and replace it with Christmas. And it's fucking genius.
Nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, it also works great when during Christmas, not just separate Christmas specials like all the other reindeer, but also Christmas episodes of TV shows when they write their own song for purposes of that Christmas episode. That's always fun too, because you get to hear the original song sung by the characters in that. Like one of the ones that sticks out in my head is the song from the first it's Fairly Odd Parents has done a couple of Christmas specials, but the first one sticks out in my head because I was young enough to actually be watching that show then. And even still probably too old to be watching it at that time. It was a great show. How did that song go? Because they played it at the beginning, they played it later on at the end. After Timmy wishes for it to be Christmas every day, but because it was Christmas every day, it wasn't special, and so he had to figure out. And turns out the fairies gave their magic to Santa for the night, so he could deliver all the presents. But because it was Christmas every day, the fairies didn't get their magic back, so they had no magic, so he couldn't unwish the wish.
Nice.
So he had to get all the kids in the world to write a letter to Santa wishing it for it to be December 26th. And I'm trying to remember what the hell that song was. There was a great song in there. Yeah, I wish every day could be Christmas. And it kind of went like that. It was an upbeat pop song. It was pretty good.
See, when you said that, and it was all built into the song, part of me thought it was just going to be I wish it could be Christmas. Every day. And I'm like, oh God, it's just built into that old Christmas song. It wasn't. I was like, okay.
No. It's Nickelodeon. They can't afford the rights to that shit.
Yeah. I will say I haven't seen many of the Fairly Odd Parents Christmas stuff. I've only seen one, and it was the live-action movie.
That was a good one, too.
Because I liked Fairly Odd Parents a bit enough, anyway. Yeah. Not too much, but I liked it enough. But I loved the live-action films.
The live-action film was great, yeah. Because there's I think two animated ones. Because there's the animated one where he wishes for it to be Christmas every day. And the other great part of that is after he wishes for Christmas every day, all the Easter Bunny and all the other holiday characters gang up on him to beat him up because they don't have their holidays anymore. It's kind of funny. But then there's also the second one. I'm trying to remember because they did a second Christmas special that contradicted the first. I can't remember what the hell the second one was about. I don't remember.
Which is fair enough. Back to music.
Whatever. Not important. Back to the music. Yeah. It's just I always find it fun when you get a new Christmas special based on something that's going on, and they write a new song for it. It's just a lot of fun to have something. It's Christmassy and fun to sing, but it's not the same thing you've been beaten over the head with, so it's different. So you get to actually enjoy it. It's not the same thing over and over again. I always like that.
Yeah, I like that too. It's like I also enjoy, like we mentioned with those adverts during the advert one, the Christmas adverts which have been coming out here every year from that John Lewis, which are all like big cinematic Christmas ones. Mm-hmm. They don't use a Christmas song for the music.
Oh.
They use a new version of other songs, like the one with the two snowmen and it's going through and he's getting his wife the gift. Instead of being a Christmas song, it's the power of love, a force from above. But it sounds Christmassy. And I'm like, that's wonderful.
That's the power, love.
Yeah.
I loved the Vampire Diaries Christmas special.
Oh, I did too, with Klaus killing people to Christmas.
Yeah, they were singing like Silent Night or something or whatever, and he just murdered like 12 people, and it was just great, you know. It was that's my new favorite Christmas song.
like when he's holding the mother's face under the water till she drowns, and as he's doing it, it's just oh holy night. And it's like that's Silent Night, one of the two, and it's like. That's just wonderful. It's just a wonderful image of watching this woman drown as this fucking Christmas music plays, this hybrid vampire werewolf thing. It's killing her for the sole purpose of he wants to fuck with someone else, so he killed his mother. Wow. That says Christmas right there.
Oh, yeah.
I also love songs from Christmas movies, too. Like, we all love The Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
And I will admit, I am one of those people that will say, the live-action Grinch film, not terrible if you make up your own opinion.
I agree, I like that movie.
The Jim Carrey one, it wasn't terrible, and the stuff they added wasn't bad. It didn't need to be there, arguably, but for a live-action film, it told the story in a new way. It was kind of fun, but you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Mr. Grinch.
Always fun. And I still love... to this day, and I still love now, Muppets Christmas Carol and Nightmare Before Christmas, both of which have original Christmas songs in there. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And let's not forget, so did that live action Grinch, because it had that great Faith Hill song that they played over and over again.
Yep. And like I said, with the Muppets one, like, who didn't love... Oh, how was it now? Who didn't love the two ghosts of with Jacob and Molly? Woo! Why? Why? And it's the hackles. It's wonderful. But yeah. And and like I said, Nightmare Before Christmas has some great fucking songs in there. But what makes the Nightmare Before Christmas ones great, in my opinion, is they don't sound Christmassy. They sound sort of outsider Christmassy, sort of like gothic-y Christmassy, and that's just...
What's this? What's this?
I was listening to one of those, and there's like one of my favorite songs where all the horrible, terrible things they're gonna do to Santa Claus. Like, it's like for kids, you know? Because they mention like literally how they're gonna chop them up into pieces and burn the pieces and bury them at the bottom of the ocean.
Kidnap the Sandy Claus.
Yeah, you know? It's like, holy shit, you know? They're gonna fuck this Santa Claus up. Like, literally.
But, I don't know, Marcus has been pretty quiet. What songs do you like from specials and stuff?
Well, I've been trying to think of some. I don't watch a lot of Christmas specials, and I agree with a lot of the ones that you guys said, like the Grinch one, that's a classic, and it's a great song, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You know,
you have to remember, it's hard for Marcus to come up with anything original because he was around when the Rankin Bass specials came out.
He was around for the first Christmas.
Ah.
How was Jesus? Did you say
that's when Marcus Shadow pulled that Vince McMahon mean face and said, yeah, 3 wise men came up. She said, what should I buy? I told 2 of them shitty gifts, and one of them, I told him to get gold.
Nice.
Just to be a dick. Wow. That's what Marcus was like back then.
Wow. Yeah.
No, you know, like the Heat Miser, Snow Miser song from
That's a great song.
Great special.
Since we reviewed this stuff, what did you think of that WWE song from this year?
That was great.
Bro kicking, as the authority tried to get in.
It's the
I love the animation.
Wonderful time of the year.
Yeah.
The lyrics in that song are great. If our WWE fans out there have not, go to WWE's channel and check it out. It's there.
I realize this might slightly be stepping on your toes a little bit, but I'll just ask the question. Mm-hmm. Was there an original Christmas song in the Power Rangers Christmas episode?
If you mean Alva's Magical Christmas, no.
No. I did not mean that one. I seem to remember. I might just because I read the title when it came up as a kid, and I haven't seen that Christmas episode much. Always seem to remember the song to the actual episode title of "I'm Dreaming of a White Ranger." I seem to remember an actual song of it. I'm like, it may just be something that was in my head because I saw the title, and when I heard the song, I just sung it.
It's in your head because in that special, the only thing that is there's a nice Christmassy instrumentals in the background as they're in the workshop having Santa, and then they're using decorations to beat up Goldar and Rito. But aside from that, there wasn't any real songs in that.
Well, fair enough. I was trying to avoid saying too much about the episode in case it was stepped on your toes, because I know you want to review that at some point.
Yeah, there will be a review of that one and another Power Rangers Christmas special coming up in the next few days here. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I just seem to remember a Christmas song of it. I don't know why.
Apparently not.
Nope.
Nope.
So many good things are only in my head.
Indeed.
Like Pew Pew's Tombstone.
Ugh.
I didn't mean an actual tombstone. I meant the wrestling move, which would kill you and you'd get an actual tombstone.
Wow. But no, I think we've had a nice discussion here about holiday music and
I agree.
The commercialism of holiday music. I think the general consensus is, less commercialism, more about what the holiday's supposed to be about.
I do agree, but I also think at the same time, if you're going to try and do the commercialism, at least make your song new.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than, this is the same song someone else released last year, which was the same song someone else released the year before. It's like, no.
Yeah.
But and as a counterpoint, there is a way to make that work. Because one of the songs that comes to my mind, there's a lot of great country Christmas songs too. I listen to country music, as most of you know. And there's a particular song. There's a pretty good song out there, and it's called Bonfire. And basically, I don't remember who the artist is. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But anyway, there's a great song called Bonfire. And basically, the artist released it, and it's all about these guys back in the woods, and they're having a bonfire, and they're drinking booze, and typical country, country music stuff. And it's by Craig Morgan, and he basically released this song, and the song was there. And then, basically, what he did then was he took the song, and he re-released it, and he changed the words to make it a Christmas song.
Nice. Yeah, which
and it's basically they're at the bonfire and they're getting drunk and there's like talking about this and that, but there's the fun one that's always there's things like they're sitting there
complete thoughts, Jim.
What's that?
I said complete thoughts, Jim.
Anyway, there's a scene where they talk about when we all got a little nervous when old Sheriff John pulled up. And in the other one, it's we all got a little nervous when old Santa Claus pulled up, and he changes it all out. It's pretty funny.
Nice. Which like I said, some of them do work. Like I loved the one I mentioned of "If You Really Love Christmas," which you guys should totally check out the video. It's kind of funny and awesome. But yeah, but like I said, like Taylor Swift singing "Santa Baby," awesome.
Oh, yeah.
However, some people release Christmas songs. You get a sense of you're doing this just for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. If you're gonna release a Christmas song, try and make it new. Or if you're gonna do an old one, at least do it because it's a song you really want to sing, because that comes across when they sing it. Because a lot of the remakes of like the old Christmas songs, I'll listen to them when they come on. I'm just sat there thinking, this sounds like shit compared to the original one. It says it all. And there's a new version of that Band-Aid song of "War is Over," or do they know, or the thing of like, "There won't be snow in Africa this Christmas," and it's a whole new Band-Aid. I listened to it and I'm like, this sounds shit. They're doing it for the Ebola cause, and it is worth checking out for charity. I'm not telling people to avoid it, because it is a charity song. However, I will just make the point, they put that song and the original on stuff like VidZone and stuff on the same day. The original was like 10 places, 13 places higher on most viewed and more popular.
Oh, jeez.
The only Band-Aid song that I know is Stuck on Band-Aids, because Band-Aids stuck on me. That's the only one I know.
You sicken me.
That's the only Band-Aid song I know.
You sicken me, Pew.
I don't know. Like, I guess,
have good things.
Yeah.
But then I don't watch TV, so I guess I don't see the advertisements for Band-Aids.
It's not an advertisement for Band-Aids. It's a group, which is a band. Yeah, but I was saying it's a group, Stace, which is a band giving aid to a cause. Band-Aid.
Oh, okay.
Thus, they're doing music to raise money, like I said, for like sickness, famine, hunger, and stuff. And like the new one is for the Ebola crisis in Africa. And the videos actually do show the real life, like dead bodies in body bags and stuff as they're going through to try and get the point across of you need to support this cause. And I think the cause is genuine. I just don't think the song is as genuine as the original, because it sounds like some of them are just there for a paycheck. However, I still think the cause is good.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
Agreed.
So, yeah, I think that'll do it from us for this holiday season.
And now,
this is
Dark as Shadow, take us out with a Christmas song accompanied by Richter dressed as a snowman. Go.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. I don't have Richter dressed as a snowman.
Oh, by the way, I should have, before we end, by the way, as much as I know, I'm a Disney.
Well, that'll be it from us.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, yeah, as many of you know, this is the Sunday before Christmas. So, the third part of our three-part Christmas series, holiday series here, will happen on next Sunday, next Sunday, we'll do our next Around the Pound. And so, yeah, it will be after Christmas, but it will still be Christmas related. So be on the lookout for that. We haven't decided what we're going to discuss yet, but it will be Christmas related.
It will be.
Yes, Mo?
Nothing, I'm just agreeing with you. I said, yeah, it will be.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah. Okay.
So hopefully you've enjoyed our little discussion into holiday music here and the commercialism.
One more thing to say.
Said holiday music.
I just want to ask, because I know I'm a Disney
fanatic.
Late,
so I'm in the outro. No, just kidding.
I'm going to say I'm a Disney fanatic, so it doesn't really affect me much. But I know a lot of people are, so let's just ask, how many people are sick of the songs from Frozen by now?
But honestly,
not really, because
I've only got sick of it during an advert over here, and that's only because of how they've used it to try and advertise the movie Ice Age. Besides that, and I think another advert uses that Let It Go or whatever, but only partly. I haven't really heard them because I don't like the film. If I see a video on YouTube of Let It Go or any of the other songs on it, I don't click them.
Fair enough. I know a lot of people are sick of those songs by now, and I know they've started playing them all because they're considered Christmas songs now for some reason, because snow, I guess.
Yeah, that was something that annoys the crap out of me. Just because it's got snow in the music doesn't mean it's a holiday film. It was released in November, or whenever it was released way before Christmas. I think the DVD or Blu-ray came out in November, and it's like it's not a Christmas film. It's got snow in it. But it's got nothing to do with Christmas. Ironically, Die Hard has more to do with Christmas than this. And obviously, because Die Hard is a Christmas movie, this one isn't. And it's not because one's got snow, one doesn't. It's because one's at Christmas, one's got fuck all to do with Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is true. They're good songs, though, but no, I haven't gotten sick of it. I do like Let It Go. I think it's a good song.
I got sick of it. I'm not gonna lie. It's on too much.
Yeah, I haven't got sick of it. I just don't like the film, and I think the songs are crap.
Fair enough.
And I haven't seen the movie, so.
All right.
Well, it's on Pandora like a lot and stuff. Even when I don't like, it's not like when I asked for it, you know.
Do you want to build a snowman?
To be fair, the reason it will be on Pandora, Pew, even though you didn't ask for it, is that name is based on Pandora's box, which released all the evil.
It would make sense why some other stuff is on there.
Indeed. But yes, thank you all for listening to us ramble on about commercialism and holiday music. Feel free to post your opinions below or on our site, or if there's any songs you think we should have mentioned that either annoy you or that you absolutely love that you hear every Christmas season, feel free to mention those to us. We'll, open a dialogue with us. We'll certainly talk to you. Stay tuned, like I said, for next week's Around the Pound, where we will end our holiday trilogy here. Again, we haven't decided what we're going to discuss yet, but it will be holiday related.
With a topic hosted by James Phoenix. So it'll be up to James to decide. He is the decider. That is his deciding hat.
Indeed, and thank you to James Phoenix, Chris the Mole, and special guest Anastasia Laserbeam for joining me on on our final Around the Pound before Christmas.
You're welcome,
Indeed.
Mr. Shadow. You really are Asian. You're as cuddly as a snowflake. You're the size of a teddy, Mr. Shadow. Thank you.
That's not terrible.
Might have to steal that as a theme song.
There you go.
And anyway, good night, everybody, and Merry Christmas.